at half of our dream game. It is a surprising Ateneo at 44, and of course the really excellent school LaSalle with 37. Of course, this is Jason Webb, and I am not a biased person here. I just studied in LaSalle. That's a subplot. But of course, Ateneo, like I said, they are up by 7, and pretty surprising for me. But earlier today, it was no surprise as the best of the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s of both squads took up each other, and obviously, the better team won. LaSalle went up ahead 63-59 in that ball game, the Legends game. You can see the Ateneo team composed of Jojo Lastimosa, you can see Joy Carpio, you can see, of course, Eric Reyes was there, Chito Afable. They gave a good fight, but in the end, the strong LaSalle team was able to keep the plum tonight, the game. As you can see there, Limeng Beng hoisting the trophy along with him. Nakikita natin, of course, Gabi Velasco was there. The Richico brothers came out big, but the guy that came out the biggest para sa De La Salle University was their player in the late 80s and early 90s. He's right there on your screen. The guy that I'm talking about is the one that you can see ina-awarded ng trophy, Joey Santamaria. Joey Santamaria, a member of the champion team in 88 and in 89. Of course, Joey Santamaria, he came in the third quarter, and that's when things turned around. Joey Santamaria had 15 out of 18 from the free throw line. That's a total of 15 points and 10 rebounds. As you can see, another big day para sa LaSalle Green Archers as again they came up on top of the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Ang sisilipin naman natin ngayon kung etong second game kaya, we will see the probable or the improbable ang mangyayari. Manalo kaya ang Ateneo sa LaSalle. When we come back, we will have Ed and Andy to break down the first half.
All right, mga kaibigan, welcome to the JSM Red halftime report in the Ateneo LaSalle Dream Games 2005, and that's the halftime score. Ateneo taking the lead 44-37 over De La Salle. We had several lead changes in this game. First, it was the Ateneo zooming off to a 10-1 start, and then the De La Salle Green Archers getting into the saddle with their own run, and from there on it was nip and tuck.
Well, you know, Ateneo came off with a better run at the end, and they scored 24 points in the second quarter compared to only 15 for LaSalle. That's the reason why they have this 7-point lead.
All right, let's go over the halftime stats with the doctor to find out what exactly happened in the first 24 minutes of play.
Well, Ateneo was given more free throws, and they did convert better from that area, 8 out of 13. LaSalle is only 33% with 3 out of 9. Ateneo had a big margin of 11 rebounds more than the LaSalle team, 33-22. And from the offensive rebounds, they had 14. A lot of these from Larry Fonacier, from Rich Alvarez, and Enrico Villanueva. And they got 14 points of those 14 offensive rebounds, while LaSalle had only 6 offensive rebounds, and their second chance points is only 2. The differential there is 12. The score right now, the differential is only 7. So LaSalle's got to do a better job at taking care of the defensive boards.
So what would you attribute that big lead or a big disparity in rebounds?
I really am surprised because if you look at the lineup, you would say LaSalle has a taller team, especially with guys like Aliado, Jun Limpot, Meyer Hoffer, and of course Mark Delat. But I think it's the desire to go to the boards. You know, Rico,
to bang it up with the guy.
Rico's been doing that, and the fact that they know each other very well, they know who's going to take the shot. They know if a guy is going to attempt. So more often than not, you're the guy on the weak side, you're the guy not being defended very hardly. You can go to the boards and pick up those offensive rebounds, get some easy shots, or bring it out and give your team second chance points.
And speaking of points, ladies and gentlemen, narito naman ang ating leading scorers from the first half. Larry Fonacier and Enrico Villanueva at the forefront together with Rich Alvarez, who we said, Dr. J, did just about everything for the Ateneo.
Well, look at the disparity here. Ateneo already has 3 guys in double figures, and these 3 are members of the 2002 team, together with Bukia. In other words, they have that core there. They know each other. Aliado had 8 points all in the first quarter, but sat out throughout most of the second quarter. Joseph Yo played that stint where he had 7 points and then sat it out for the last 5 minutes. Cardona and Aranya both had 5 points. Both of them had converted on 3-point shots also.
Well, we all know that these dream games, the objective of which is to have fun and, of course, raise some funds for the projects of both schools, Ateneo and LaSalle. But the team spirit and the school spirit is still there. And what do you think would be the deciding factor here? Will it be the team spirit, the better team spirit? Because I know both, are very intense about their school loyalty.
I think that the important thing here is to really be intense when you go into the court, that you want to play offense as well as defense. I thought Ateneo was able to get a lot because it took a lot of charging fouls. It caused LaSalle to miss some easy shots. It caused them some turnovers. I think the LaSalle team's got to play more like a team. They've got to want to win. They have the better lineup if you look at it individually. But that's not a team. When you put that team together, you have to find out who's going to play hardest for you. Coach Yang has some problems there, but he'll try to sort it out.
Well, let's see if that happens, mga kaibigan, when we go to the second half of the Ateneo LaSalle Dream Games 2005. This has been your GSM Red Halftime Report. All right, we're back here at the Ateneo Coliseum para po sa second half ng Ateneo LaSalle Dream Games. And here's an interesting bit of trivia from our friend Mr. Sonny Barrios, that all the commissioners that have taken the post of commissioner of the PBA all came from either Ateneo or De La Salle.
First was Leo Prieto, he's from LaSalle. And then we have si Yenko, si Mariano Yenko, the late Colonel
Yenko.
Yeah, from Ateneo. Tapos noon ay sino pa ba?
Teka muna, si Atty. Rudy Salud.
Si Ruth Ateneo. Kanina, nandiyan pa nga, you greeted me on the way out. And then of course, yan si Ray Marquez, bago si Jude Bernardino.
Ateneo na yun.
That's right. Cabato driving there and getting that shot off. Cabato getting his first 2 points of the ball game. So playing with the young players, very tough squad here.
And that cuts the lead of Ateneo down to 5 at 44-39. Rico Villanueva top of the key. And Olsen Rosella sa bandang kaliwa. Rico Villanueva up against Don Aliado. And backing up, Rico Villanueva loses possession, and there's the 24-second shot clock going off against the Ateneo.
Well, Olsen Rosella did not throw in the ball to Rico Villanueva until Larry Fonacier cleared. So by the time that shot clock was down to 7 seconds, that error made it very easy for the 24-second shot clock to expire.
Ryan Araya's pass picked off by JC and Tal. That is Olsen Rosella, heading it off to Larry Fonacier. Fonacier to JC and Tal on the side. Aliado couldn't control it. Rico Villanueva, one-hander, clipped by Aliado, and the ball goes out of bounds in favor of Ateneo.
20 seconds left on their shot clock. About a minute gone by here in our third quarter. LaSalle getting the first 2 points here. Ateneo's got 20 seconds on their shot clock, so they have plenty of time to set up for a half-court play.
Also, Rosella trying to gets it over to Larry Fonacier, but the pass was a bit too low.
And Olsen is the master of the half-court set. I think, of course, you know that he's with San Miguel. And, San Miguel is that kind of a team that's Mr. Barrero.
Channel 5, ABC 5, of course. And, of course, this game is being brought to you by the Ateneo High School class of 81, the LaSalle Hills High School class of 81, BTV Sports, and, of course, ABC 5. Joseph Yo, a difficult shot. Rico Villanueva.
That's going to be,
I think, Joseph Yo is going to be called for an intentional foul, I think.
Yeah, well, obviously, after the rebound play.
He also got an elbow from Villanueva, I think.
That's right. And eventually, now we have some
color.
Yeah. But he came in and threw a punch, so he should be out of the game. That's not even close because you threw a punch to the head.
Yeah.
That's not even close. You're out of the game. But this is an exhibition game. I don't know what's going to happen here, though. But that's out of the game.
Well, the only sanction, I guess, would be that, huh?
Yeah, you can't
to,
fine him or anything.
Yeah. You can't suspend him for what?
Well, this is just a one-game thing.
Yeah. But that's unfortunate. So the referees have confirmed, and now the referee Herrera?
Yes, that's referee Herrera.
Over at
Kapatid
the
ito nung dating player na si Herrera, ni Paul Herrera. Yes, that was at Toyota and all those. Sa amin rin, naglaro yan sa akin.
No.
See this play.
This is what happened. Look at the elbow by Enrico.
Yeah, so he wasn't going to take that. And then he comes in and throws a punch there. That's out of the game. That's not even close.
Yeah.
You can't even.
No ifs and buts about it.
I mean, this is to the head. In anything, that's out of the game.
Yeah.
And he got away with the cheapie there. That's his. If he enjoys that, then let him enjoy it. And you can see Enrico's bleeding, huh?
Yeah.
This is no question. He's out of the game. I mean, you hit somebody in the head, above the shoulders. That's automatic out in the PBA rules. Not even worth it. And he'll be remembered when he tries to apply for the PBA for whatever he did now. That's not even close to what he did.
That's really unfortunate.
That's a cheap shot.
Yeah. And I hope it's a lesson that he learns. And there's some debris being thrown there, and Enrico Villanueva going up against going over to the La Salle side.
I think that should end it. I mean, the guy has already been thrown out, so let's forget about it. We're playing a game here.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, I'm glad that Norman Black has gotten into the picture, talk with John Dumpot, cooler heads. But that's crazy. They should never have allowed him to go that way.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to go to the opposite bench on the way out.
It was like
you're asking for trouble. I mean, there's another route out here, man.
Yeah.
You can get, of course, security to get him out properly.
That's too bad.
Yeah,
that's really too bad. Jason Webb has a report. Jason.
Well, let's just clear things up kung paano nangyari doon, no? It all started, ang tinawagan ng flagrant penalty 2 ay si Joseph Yo. Apparently, it was for hitting the face of Enrico Villanueva. After that, binato ng bola ni Larry Fonacier si Joseph Yo, and that is why he is called for the technical. So that's basically why the calls were made. Back to you guys.
All right, we didn't see that anymore, no? Larry Fonacier throwing the ball and getting the technical.
Yes, and he was the first one actually called for the technical. Take a look at this again. Joseph drives here, and he's leaning in. He's blocked there by Rich Alvarez. Rico gets the rebound. Tries to do Rico also throws an elbow here because Joe is trying to get into him.
At the shoulder.
And this is where the LaSalle people are reacting. It's on the shoulder. And Joseph is not going to take that from him. So he comes in and really looking. And then he throws in arm. This is what you're calling wrestling an arm. And he gets him on the face now.
Well, we'd like to repeat what the decision of the officials was. It was to call a technical on Larry Fonacier for throwing the ball at Joseph Yo. And then a flagrant foul too, which means expulsion from the court on Joseph Yo for that punch taken.
That's right, for that punch given.
Yeah.
And you could see there, I can see my friend Mr. Arvin Santos, acting manager for Ateneo, trying to cool down his players. I mean, it's part of the game. It was a little bit hot,
And the thing that actually, sort of made it worse was when they escorted Joseph Yo out, but they passed the Ateneo bench, and that got the emotions really going. And now, for a while there was some debris throwing from the crowd.
But this is not like the years that I know the PBA when debris was being thrown in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could not stop it. This one was a wayward tin can here.
All right, so some security people are now deployed at midcourt to try and, prevent any more untoward incidents happening from both ends of the court. As we said, the intensity is at fever pitch. and you know, things could just explode with you know, after that, what happened, things could really get even hotter.
Commissioner Noli Ayala is talking to Enrico about this. But you have to remember, Enrico came from a broken nose. Huh? He
That's
had
right.
not only, remember, some with the Dorian Peña of San Miguel. So that nose is a little bit soft, you know. And
Yeah.
if you got it there, that could really be a big problem for him.
Well, we can see that Enrico is still very hot under the collar.
And I'm glad that the commissioner is doing his thing. Perry Mariano is there, head of the technical committee. And Olsen Rosella is now talking with Jun Lipot, the senior citizens of both squads. Probably telling them, hey,
Yeah, referee Boy Cruz is now conferring with Jun Lipot and Olsen Rosella at midcourt to, well, get these two senior citizens, as he said, of both teams to calm their respective teams down. Mr. Carlos Bobong Velas is also there together with Commissioner Noli Ayala. As we said at the outset, this is supposed to be a fun game, and we don't want it to go down into something, you know, very ugly. So far, well, the officials have managed to control the situation, and now the coaches are also being summoned by Commissioner Noli Ayala, Coach Chot Reyes and Coach Yen Gao there.
I think the coaches, wala namang problema yan.
Yeah.
They'll try to control their players as much as they can. And
Yung passions running high. Too bad, because, you know, it was a really a very nice game. We saw some very skillful maneuvers by both squads and very nifty moves by players from both sides.
ang problema niyan, commissioner cannot punish Joseph Yo.
Well, of
He can
course.
punish Enrico if he
Enrico,
retaliates,
yes,
you know.
yes.
So that would have been a problem for Enrico. But the
Yeah.
referees were able to get into the picture right away.
Ah.
The only punishment he can give Joseph Yo is about his applying for the draft next year.
Yeah, he could make it more difficult.
After 2 years ka na bumunta rito.
Palamig ka muna.
Medyo masyado ka mainit maglaro. Baka magkagulo kami dito. Hindi namin kailangan yan.
Well, you know, you could also attribute it to the youth of Joseph Yo. He is a very talented player, but he will have to learn how to control himself. That's part of being a player.
He played so well in the
He has
second
been playing
quarter.
well, yes. All right, we have a lull here at the Coliseum, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take you back to ABC 5. Ladies and gentlemen, and time is running down. 5 minutes were given to for both teams to come back to the hard court and resume the game. And so far, we have seen some of the players warming up. Earlier, it was reported that the Ateneo team was rather hesitant to continue with the game. But we do see some of the players now warming up. Eric Reyes, anong balita dyan?
Well, Ed, I checked with Coach Chot Reyes and even the players. They said the game will push through. They're going to finish this ball game and they're going to play it out and try to win this ball game over the Salle. Back to you, Ed.
All right, thank you
That's
very
very
much.
good news.
Eric, yeah. Kasi kanina, yung balita was that the school administration of the Ateneo was hesitant to continue with the game. Jason Webb, on your end, what's happening?
Ed, thank you. Dito naman sa Lasal, all the Lasal players want to see this through. They want to hear the final buzzer. They want to know kung sino talaga mananalo dito sa laban na to. So tuloy pa rin ang storya nitong Lasal Ateneo game na to.
All right, thank you very much, Eric Reyes and Jason Webb, telling us what's happening right there. And, well, let's get back to the nitty-gritty. When the game was stopped, we were at the 10:27 mark of the third quarter. Ateneo with a 5-point lead at 44-39. If you didn't catch it, well, what actually happened was in a rebound play, Enrico Villanueva got the rebound for Ateneo. He seemed to have had an extra motion at an elbow planted in the shoulder of Joseph Yo of LaSalle. Joseph Yo retaliated with what looked like a punch to the face of Rico Villanueva, which resulted in blood oozing from either his lip or his nose.
Yeah, it looked like probably he might have gotten it in the lip, no?
Yeah.
And that's why it was not profuse bleeding right away.
But the game has been halted for about 30 minutes already.
That's right. And there will be penalties. First of all, remember there was a technical foul called on Larry. So
Larry Fonacher,
that
yeah.
has to mean a free throw shot.
Uh-huh.
The flagrant foul too will mean 2 free throw shots for Ateneo plus possession.
Yeah.
They had the possession anyway. They had the rebound play, remember?
Yeah, Ateneo had Coach Chot. Eric.
Coach, we saw Ryan Aranya stepping up on the basketball court, and he might play. What was the decision there by Mr. Perry Martinez?
I think they're now going to allow 2 amateur players to play, but it's academic for us because Father Nebres has prevented the Ateneo students from playing. So the 3 guys, Kramer, Aguilar, and Intal won't play this game anymore. But Tenorio, because he's graduated already, can play. So we're just going to abide by whatever the final decision of the organizer.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much. Okay, back to you, Ed.
Okay, so that's a different twist. Father Nebres, the president of the Ateneo, has decreed that active students of the school will be prevented from
I think that's
continuing
correct.
with the
In
game.
that case, of course, he has every right.
Yeah.
In the case of Tenorio, I think Ateneo needed him very badly because their only point guard here is Olsen Rosella.
Olsen Rosella,
And he's
yes.
not going to play the whole 2 quarters, you know.
Yeah,
So
not
obviously
with that.
you need a backup, and it just so happened that LA has graduated. He's already in the PBL, and he's looking forward to his stint in the PBA next year. So I'm sure he would like to continue to play. And of course, Bin Season is a professional player. Although he's no longer in active status, but he has never retired. You can get him, you know.
Yeah. And Jason Webb will talk to Coach Yang Giao on the other side.
Coach, right now, are the boys still up to playing the last 2 quarters of this game?
Yeah. Actually, I also asked them what they feel about it, and they're in control. I mean, that incident that happened is just unfortunate, but I think that's going to be isolated. We have enough control of our people that I feel confident that it's not going to happen anymore.
So would it be, in your opinion, that it would be better to finish this game at this point?
Yes, but if it ever happens again or gets close to happening again, then we just have to stop it.
Okay.
Isang chance pa siguro.
Okay, thank you, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, Coach Yang Giao, you know, when you see him on TV, he looks very temperamental, but actually, you know, he's a pretty cool guy. Okay, mga kaibigan, 10:27 to go in the 3rd quarter, and we'll wait for the resumption of this ball game. Meantime, some words from home studios. He will take the technical free throw here. Larry Fonacher was called a technical for throwing the ball. I didn't see that. I don't know.
That must have happened after
Yeah,
the
we
incident.
didn't
On
see
the
that.
other side, because of the flagrant foul too, you'll have 2 free throws by Enrico Villanueva plus possession. Yeah, plus possession of the ball. Of course, now it's the crowd that's going to be a little bit rowdy.
Yeah.
Sila medyo galit doon sa player. Tulad sa LaSalle, obviously magagalit sila kay Enrico.
And vice versa. No? Well,
Basta't wag lang sumali ang crowd sa loob.
oo. Wawa rin naman tayo.
You know, so like earlier, nakita natin doon sa Legends game when Joy Carpo is shooting free throws, binubo siya.
Yeah.
Bawat free throw na isushoot niya, tumitingin siya doon sa crowd ng
LaSalle,
LaSalle. Parang nagpapaalam pa.
Pero
kasali yun eh, di ba?
Pero tumawa naman siya pagkatapos.
That's just psychological.
All right. Play continues as Rico Villanueva moves against Aliana. Dunks it.
Rico came up with 4 points in less than 3 seconds.
That's right. 2 free throws and a slam dunk from Rico Villanueva to give Ateneo the 8-point lead at 48-40. Cabato off to Cortez. Cortez against Wesley Gonzalez. He's inside. Left-handed layup is no good. And Wesley Gonzalez takes care of the rebound para sa Ateneo.
Cortez usually is a finisher when he goes to his left. Good steal there by Aranya, anticipating the bounce pass.
By Olsen Rosella. And Aranya gets it over to Mac Cardona. Cardona with a fake. Floater by Mac Cardona is good.
That's his shot. I mean, it's a very, very unorthodox shot, but he makes it. Just like that import who played in the PBA Edwards, all of them are jump hooks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Paolo
that's
Begia on a spin. Runs into Junjun Kabatu and draws the foul.
second personal foul there by Junjun Cabato. Anak ni Santiago Cabato ito.
Oo.
Naglaro rin sa
Sani.
PBA.
Sani Cabato.
Sani. Rookie of the year yata yun eh.
Si Sani? Oh, could be, yeah. Alam mo, MVP sa PABL yun.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, he's big. No? 6'5", 6'4", about 220, 230.
At that time, bihira yung 6'5 sa PBA.
You can see that those guys are very disappointed. Both Kramer, Intal, and Japet Aguilar. But, you know, you follow the school rules and, tama yun.
Well, that's what being a student is all about.
Palo ka muna, bata.
Cardona missing the shot. Wesley Gonzalez with another rebound. Here comes Ocean Rosera.
You can see that the Ateneo squad is all business. And there's a long one. Wesley has not been able to hit anything in this ball game. He's had this opportunity. Aranya, tough player. Good defense there by Hison. He just backed off. He had this verticality.
And Aranya forced to throw up a prayer of a shot.
That's an offensive foul. And that'll be called up to the Cabato wisely baited him into that. It's a good call by referee Cruz. So that will also avoid any, that was a very slight contact, but that's the right call, and you make it.
You nip it in the bud, as they say. 8 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the third quarter. That's the score, 8-point lead by Ateneo. There's a tap by Osen Rosella, and it's picked up by Rico Villanueva after Osen Rosella. Back to Villanueva. Villanueva slips, and he will pick up a foul, another foul from Don Aliado.
Well, too many turnovers by LaSalle here at this stage. You know, passing turnovers are really hurting them, and that's giving Ateneo a lot of opportunities as fast break. Jun Limpot is about to be sent into the ball game.
Well, Aliado just picked up another foul, so as he said, that'll bring up Jun Limpot.
That's his third foul, no?
Yeah.
So that might force Coach Yengiao to sideline. Rico's been doing well there from the free throw.
Yeah.
He has only missed one free throw, I think, out of 7 attempts given him. So far, he has made, I think, 6 out of 7.
Mm-hmm. And here
there it is. Yeah, I'm correct. He has 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 out of 7.
Jason Webb, anong balita?
Alam mo, Ed, kanina sinabi natin na ito si Don Aliado, yung sapatos na ginamit niya, nung 98-99 championship pa niya sinuot. Eh yun na, bumigay na yung sapatos niya, kaya pinalitan na siya. He's ordered the ball boy to get him some new pair of shoes because the shoes just couldn't last anymore. Back to you guys.
Ginamit mo 1998, 7-8 taon na yun na the way.
Hindi mo ginagamit.
At saka ikaw kinakarga niya, hindi naman biro yan.
Pag hindi mo ginagamit, talaga magiging brittle yan. And a triple team on Rico Villanueva is able to get it out of Vince. He's on, almost, but not quite.
That was a clear shot there for Vince, the Prince Hison.
Here's Mike Cortez looking at Jun Limpot at low post.
He's going to shoot that over here. He's just going to face up and shoot that over here.
He kicks it out to Cabato. Top of the key jumper is no good. Mike Cortez. Blanca de Osen Rosella, and Rosella gets into the front court. Rosella pulls up for the jump shot. Voila, Jun Limpot. Out now to Cortez. Cortez with the ball fake. Cardona set up at the corner. Cardona gets closer. One-hander is gone.
Captain Hook.
Yeah.
He just really does that shot well.
And the lead is 7 for Ateneo. Here comes Rico Villanueva inside. Hook shot is no good, but it's picked up by Paulo Bugia inside to Wesley. Gonzalez has some problems controlling it. And it's picked up by Cardona forward now to Ryan Aranya. Aranya pulls up with a jump shot over the glass and missed it.
That was a good shot.
Yeah.
He tried to kiss the glass there, just a little bit too strong. 7 minutes left in this third quarter. Ren Ritualo about to be fielded in. He could get hot for LaSalle.
Oh, they certainly wouldn't need that. Rico Villanueva for the open shot.
Rico's taken a lot of shots here.
Yeah. Mike Cortez. Aqua Cardona moving against Gonzalez. Junjun Cabato versus Paulo Bugia. Got 10 on the shot clock. Here's Cortez. Gets inside. The layup is no good, too strong. Bugia. Olsen Rosella down the middle. Gets it over to Rico Villanueva, and that basket will count with a foul.
Rico has 18 points already in this ball game. He's going to go to the free throw line. We're only in the third quarter.
That's right. We still have more than half of this quarter left to play. 6:28 on the clock there. Kaya pala nagpapalit si Donald Llado. It wasn't because of his fouls.
Ayan, nagsapatos.
Because of his shoes.
Ngayon, puti at pula lang ang sapatos niya. Meanwhile, Rico will take that M1 play for him. There's the shoes now of Donald Llado. Had to change it.
Yeah.
Good thing he bought his extra pair. Rico missed that, so he's 6 out of 9 from the free throw line.
And here comes Cardona all the way. Yes.
Yeah, he's really a finisher. Huh?
And Cardona cuts the lead of Ateneo down to 7 at 53-46. 6:08 to go. Third quarter. Paulo Bugia. Binigay kay Olsen Rosella. Rosella makes his move. And the kick out to Bugia.
That's his shot. But it falls out.
Ayaw. Loose ball. Picked up by Matt Cardona, and he bounces it off Paulo Bugia. De La Salle ball.
One guy that's really playing with a lot of intensity for La Salle is Mac Cardona.
Oh. All right, folks. 5 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 7-point lead for the Ateneo. We'll be right back from the Araneta Coliseum. Yeah. And of course, Mr. Sandy Barrios was a long-time executive director. Executive director.
That's right. Executive director to Commissioner June Bernardino, who was also present here.
That's right. I saw him earlier.
That's a good move by
big block by Jim Lipon. But Larry Pudacher takes care of the 2 points for the Ateneo.
Those second chance points have really hurt La Salle.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing that we talked about in the first half, and La Salle has not made adjustments. Good Lipon.
Kick out to Cortez. Cortez trying to shake off Olsen Rosella. Fires and misses. And the rebound to Paulo Bugia.
Good positioning on the defensive boards, not giving Jun Lipon an opportunity to get around him.
Eric Reyes, you want to talk about Rich Alvarez?
Yes, that's right, Ed. Actually, I was checking on Rich Alvarez status kanina. Na-sprain siya during that melee between Enrico and Joseph Yo. And then he told me that he will still play even with the sprained ankle. Actually, it's his left foot. Alam niya kasi nakukulangan na talaga yung Ateneo pag hindi siya naglaro. So you really have to admire the heart of Rich Alvarez. Kahit exhibition game lang, he will really push himself to really play. Back to you, Ed.
Yan ang sinasabi natin yung school spirit, the pride involved. And all of these players really would want to contribute to their respective teams. Look at Jun Lipon elevate.
Well, that's a different attack from La Salle.
Yeah.
They didn't attack Jun Lipon by giving him the ball at the post. What they did was they made sure that they swung the ball on top and then let Jun Lipon come from the weak side and get a good seal. So he has a 3-point opportunity now for himself.
Always a dependable free throw shooter.
Yes, it's like money in the bank.
Yeah. And Jun Lipon closes the gap further. It is now a 6-point lead for Ateneo. Some pressure in the backcourt being applied by the Green Archers. Rich Alvarez, as Eric Reyes pointed out, is back on the hardcourt for Ateneo. Larry Pudacher covered there by Mac Cardona. Paulo Bugia to L.A. Tenorio. Tenorio out to Pudacher once again. The 3-point shot. No good. And Jun Lipon high for that tap to Donald Llado. Here comes Mac Juan. Sets up Ren Ritualo. Medyo malakas. And Tenorio.
He's directing traffic here.
Fast break play once again here for Ateneo. Whoa! Wesley Gonzalez's shot. Rimmed out.
Parang malas si Wesley.
Oh.
Parang may lead. I mean, that usually just falls in for him. But he
Akala ko, pasok na eh.
Pero umikot pa at lumabas. But because of the offensive rebound of Larry Pudacher, he was fouled in the act of shooting, going up again.
Well, folks, you're actually watching this on a slightly delayed basis, but you cannot tell how long the lull was. By my count, it was at least 45 minutes when the play had to be stopped after an incident that involved Enrico Villanueva and Joseph Yo that resulted in the situation now where only 2 amateurs can play for each team. And that handicaps Ateneo because only LA Tenorio is able to play because the school administration has not allowed their students to play anymore.
And you know, the thing for LaSalle is you played well for them and scored well. Now he cannot play, you know, and they need him.
Sayang.
Yun ang problema nila. Pero sa ganda ng Pectus.
Yeah. Lumakas lang masyado yung Pectus. The LA Tenorio and Red Ritualo gets an opening. Good line, but just a little too much juice behind that shot.
Well, if you're a coach, you would say Renlund takes the most horrible shot selection. And you know, when it's going in, it's going in.
Yeah.
And there ain't no stopping him because he just has that range.
And he will just silence any critic.
7 seconds on the shot clock. That's a shot he should take. Instead, there's an offensive foul called the Richardos. LA has become so tentative with his scoring game.
Well, as you said, as we mentioned earlier, the younger ones from the Ateneo squad are no longer able to play on instructions of the school administration. So
that hurts them because there are a couple of 6'4", 6'5", and 6'6" in that lineup. 6'7" pa nga si Japet Aguilar. So lumiit talaga yung team ng Ateneo.
Still, lamang pa rin ang Ateneo by 8. And there's a rebound by Wesley Gonzalez, stolen by Mark Talan. And Wesley will give up a foul.
That's going to be his 4th personal foul, if I'm not mistaken.
But it's been a struggle for Wesley Gonzalez in this game. He has taken several shots. We know he usually can make them, but somehow they just haven't fallen for him tonight. 2:52 to go, 3rd quarter. It is an 8-point lead by Ateneo. We have a timeout. Right naman mga kaibigan, hanapin natin ang ating Pure Foods TJ Hot Dog Fan Bite from amongst the many Ateneans and Lasalites and what have yous in the Coliseum. And there he is. Yan po ang ating TJ Hot Dog Fan Bite brought to you by Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs. Kids can tell. Hindi tuloy ako
Kanina pa ako, pare.
Oo nga, medyo ginagabi tayo rito.
Saka biglang na overtime tayo na... Hopefully, however, on my part, I hope that the game does finish and finish well. You know, we see some of the players from the 2 squads talking to each other as they line up. There's Ritualo and Rico talking to each other. And, you know, when you become a professional, medyo iba na yung outlook. You understand what it means. But the LaSalle Ateneo rivalry is different.
Oh, yeah.
Yan ang kaya nga nangyari ito. Larong ito.
Mark Talan made his first, this is the second. And Rico Villanueva gets it over to LA Tenorio, who will call the shots from the backcourt for the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Rich Alvarez.
Kita mo yung patterns na ginagawa nila. There are a lot of movements, you know, post plays.
Yeah. Paulo Bugia, left-handed shot, no good. Picked up by Red Ritualo for De La Salle.
That's pretty good defense there by Mark Talan. He's trying to ask for the ball. He's in the post.
Here's Talan. Gets it over to Aliado for the open shot. Didn't go. Oh, Macron coming out of nowhere to pick up the loose ball. They've got a press 24.
That's a hustle play.
Yeah.
Ateneo on top by 7. Casala's possession. Aliado's been quiet. Then he comes back and scores.
Nice low post play there by Don Aliado.
Now, if that is... Enrico is asking for
timeout.
Injury timeout.
Yeah, he's limping a bit. All right, 30-second timeout is called for the Ateneo as LaSalle closes the gap some more. That's the lead, that lead down. Here we go.
At the moment, wala pa. And Jake Chia, he has got to report. Kundi sa PBA rules, he would have been charged with a technical. The team would have been charged a technical.
All right.
So they go smaller while LaSalle has really gotten bigger. LaSalle has Telan, Aliado, and Jun Limpot on the front court.
Oh, Attorney Albert Arcilia. Good evening, sir. He's the president of Bobo Philippines.
I'd like to meet you.
As if it would do you any good.
Oh, well, who knows? You know?
Hope springs eternal.
Yeah, I pray.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, man?
I'll pray for you.
Thank you.
Here's Red Ritualo. Aliado sees Magdalan underneath, pero medyo mataas yung pasa. And Jack Chia pushes it up para sa Ateneo. Larry for a share. Then recovered.
What poise this fellow is
Yeah.
really showing. I mean, usually that kind of fumble, you will not be able to recover the ball. He recovers and makes the shot.
Lahat ng Red Bull din kasi.
Oo nga, sabagay, tapat din. Oh,
And
nice
there's Red
move.
Ritualo. Ooh, passes it over to Yang Giao.
Now, Yang is in green, but he's
Yeah.
not a player right now. So,
Well, Red Ritualo is getting frustrated because they're really, all over him.
they know what he can do. They
Yeah.
know how quickly he can bring a team back to the game.
That's true. And the lead is 7 para sa Ateneo. Tenorio is going to be called for the offensive foul.
That's a lot of guile being used there by Matt Kuan. You know, he's trying to follow him laterally, but he knows that LA is a little bit too eager here, so
Yeah.
he forces him into that. But that was very close to a flop now.
Well, the experience factor.
Yan na nga eh.
Here's Macuan. Bounce pass to Talan.
Talan's got to release that ball. He's double teamed there, see? But the pass, well, they're fortunate that they will keep possession of the ball with 11 seconds on their shot clock.
Red Ritualo coming out to meet the ball with Jack Shio, sticking to it.
Jake Jewell looks like he wants to get married to Ritualo. I mean, he's following him
I
everywhere.
know, yeah, he's really sticking to him. But Red Ritualo, you can never really, prevent him from making those shots. And there, again, he cuts the lead of Ateneo down to 5 at 59-54. Larry for a share. Top of the key, open shot. Not there. And Aliado comes down with the rebound, gets it over to Macuan.
That's the last shot here.
Yeah.
The shot clock is off, and they might as well use the shot clock properly.
Yang Giao has signaled to Macuan to go for the last shot. Down to 7 seconds in the third quarter. Red Ritualo. Ritualo picked up by Rich Alvarez. Oh! Running shot by Red Ritualo. 2 seconds to go. And there's
that's
that.
a foul.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was a poor foul.
decision, yeah.
Dahil baka sa 3-point attempt pa yan, hindi ko na makita kung saan talaga tumira
Oo
yun.
nga. It was very close to the line. I don't know if it was in or out of the line. 3 shots.
Yeah, because that was a desperation heat
Yeah.
on the part of Larry Fonachera. He knew, but that's still using your head, You always
Yeah.
have a chance. Like
Yeah.
I said, I pray, but
Yeah, I'll pray for you. 59-56. But Larry Fonachera is at the line. Currently doing 4 out of 5 from the stripe. He's got 18 points.
and 9 rebounds.
Yeah.
Partner, this is a guy playing shooting guard small forward.
And getting 9 rebounds.
Getting 9 rebounds.
In
And
3
many
quarters.
Many of them are offensive.
That's right, that's right.
He's really working hard going to the boards. And he can shoot free throws too. He's now 5 out of 6 from the free throw line.
Well, Larry and his partner Rico Villanueva have set the tone for the Ateneo game tonight. They have played with a lot of intensity, a lot of passion, and that has rubbed off on their teammates.
That's right.
So 3 shots here for Larry Fonachera. It was a 3-point shot that he tried, and he makes all 3. So balik na naman to a. Hey, what was that?
That looked like it was short.
Yeah. Okay, so the count at the end of the third quarter, 62-56. Meanwhile, here's a slam to start on the resumption of the ball game by Rico Villanueva, and nice break there by Mac Cardona, and the hook shot by Mac Cardona rather. And this is where Ateneo has made a living. The fast break play. Fumble and a recovery by Larry Fonachera, and the end of quarter highlights brought to you by Volvo. It's time to drive a
That's right, and they've followed basketball for many years.
Oh, yeah.
From the time I've been covering,
Yeah, I know. Paolo Bugia misses the layup as we start the fourth quarter of this game. Lamang po ang Ateneo by 6 at 62-56.
Except the lineups here. We have Limpot, Matt Kuwan, we have Aliado, Ren Ritualo, and Willie Wilson for Lasal. Ritualo beginning to feel it, but this one a little bit wayward.
Rich Alvarez responsible for that rebound for Ateneo. Jack Chia, nice sidestepping move. And a blocking foul is going to be called possibly on Matt Kuhn here. Or is it?
Yeah, it's on Matt Kuhn.
Yeah.
You're correct. Lasalle's got to get Cardona back into that game real soon, because he's a guy together with Aliado that's played with a lot of intensity in this ball game. Chia split his charities earlier there in the first half, and this one he makes.
Jack Chia hasn't played. He is in the PBA.
He's with Alaska in the reserve list right now. I remember he came from Coca-Cola, where he played with Jot Reyes before.
Right.
And he came into the picture when they beat UE with his jump shot, and eventually they went on to beat Salle in the championship.
And a bad pass here by Donald, got picked up by Larry Punasher.
What a nice pass.
Inside to Jack Chia, but Chia gave up another pass intended for Paulo Bugia, and Chia says
That's his fault, because he's wide open. He's only 3-4 feet away from the basket. You don't give it up anymore.
Yeah.
Unless the guy has a dunk.
That's right. Larry Punasher looking for the pick. Gets it over to L.A. Tenorio inside to Paulo Bugia against Jun Lipot. And Punasher gets the open shot. Aliado for the rebound. And Aliado brings it up for De La Salle. Macuan looking inside, and Jun Lipot, and Bugia slips. Jun Lipot misses the shot. L.A. Tenorio picks it up. 3-on-2. Tenorio down the middle. Hands it up to Larry Punasher, the easy two.
What a game he has had. 23 points in the ball game now for Larry Punasher. It's like he's playing like the star of the team.
Yeah.
Which he has always been anyway.
For Ateneo, yes. And it's a 10-point lead now for the Blue Eagles. And the pass inside to Don Aliado coming from Red Ritualo.
And what?
Yes, 3-point play opportunity here for Don Aliado.
Mike Cortez and Mac Cardona, LaSalle's 2 C's. Coming back, they've been Cortez, a real big star for LaSalle. 3 years when they won state championship. Wesley Gonzalez about to report. I think Rico might be off already. He might have hurt his knee earlier.
Well, he did ask to be replaced after playing his heart out.
I think he was tired.
Well, he was that too.
A 30-second timeout being called here by Coach Jot Reyes.
Got 10 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the ball game, and in what has turned out to be a protracted one. Nagkaroon po tayo ng at least a 45-minute lull. All right, we have Eric Reyes reporting on Rico Villanueva's injury. Eric?
Well, let's check on Enrico Villanueva. He still has this ice bag on his left knee. Right now, it seems that he won't be able to get back in the ball game. But knowing Enrico, he might even try kung talagang kakailanganin. But as of this point, looks like talagang may sumakit daw bigla because during that lull, and then he played again, talagang doon nagkaroon ng konting problema. Okay, back to you, Ed.
You worried?
Of course. Got a game tomorrow, man.
All right.
We can't really stop the boys from saying just play lackluster.
Yeah,
they played 100% here.
Ooh, look at Rich Alvarez. This guy was also reported to be playing with a sprain.
Well, obviously, siguro hindi naman nagmagayan. So what they did is probably retain him.
Yeah.
And then he felt, can you go, can you go, can you run? Yes, I can run. So, alam mo, kaya mo. Basta hindi na tsaka you retain it. Pwede naman talaga yun. I'm sure he's been very frustrated because he's not been getting a lot of playing time in the pros lately.
That's right. Rich Alvarez with 12 points and 6 rebounds. He has done his share. Missed the shot, however.
Lasalle's got to make it stand now. Even though there's still 10 minutes left, they've got to make their stand because Ateneo's dominated this game almost completely the second half.
That's right. The 9-point lead by Ateneo. Got from the corner. Nothing there. And Rich Alvarez with still another rebound.
He's double-double already. I would think he's double-double in scoring and rebounding.
Well, officially, no, that was only his 7th rebound.
7 ba?
Oh, yung nakita natin sa graphics kanina. Wesley Gonzalez fouled.
Well, this is his first opportunity to get some points because he'll go to the free throw line.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, it's not for lack of trying. Wesley Gonzalez has been at it since the get-go, but things just haven't fallen into place for him.
That's right. He's 0 out of 6 from the field.
And nakita natin yung isa nga, pumasok na, lumabas pa.
But he also has 9 rebounds. So, you know, that's what Ateneo has done well. Hindi pa rin siya bisco. So, Ateneo has done a good job on rebounding here. And that's why they're in the lead. That's off.
Oh, good bounce. Lucky bounce.
Sometimes if you keep on trying.
Yeah.
Sabi natin.
Yeah.
Well, matagal na natin kung nag-uusapan.
And inside, Don Aliado, nice move.
Aliado is just killing them at the post. Without Enrico Villanueva, there's really no big man there that can challenge Aliado at the post. They've got to double team him and very quickly let him give up the ball. But Rich is not going to be able to guard him. Neither is Paulo Bugia going to be able to guard him. Aliado was a star player for LaSalle.
Oh, yeah. It's not doing bad in the PBA either.
That's right.
Misses the three-point play, however.
He'll get to 10 rebounds. You watch Rich. As long as he stays there, he'll get to 10 rebounds.
Rich Alvarez is
That's his forte. He loves to go to the boards.
L.A. Tenorio. Out now to Wesley Gonzalez against Willie Wilson.
That's good defense.
Yeah, double team on Wesley.
Ateneo will keep possession with only 6 seconds in their shot clock, partner, with only 9 minutes and 1 second left in this ball game.
There's the lob, inbounds pass to L.A. Tenorio, to Larry Fonacier.
LaSalle playing better defense there. I think they challenged Larry Fonacier well, forced him to miss that shot. Aliado's posting up. They want the ball. Willie Wilson, give it to me. Don't be shooting no shots like that.
Here's Red Ritualo. Misses that, however.
There's another rebound for Rich Alvarez.
Rich Alvarez, yeah. As he said,
You get this.
he's 10 rebounds.
Tenorio missing that three-point shot.
Will Wilson plucking out a rebound. Here comes Mike Cortez, picks up some speed, runs into the defense, out to Red Ritualo. Ritualo got a good look at the basket.
That was a good shot.
Yeah.
That was a better shot because he took it in stride and he took it from close range.
Don't look now, but the Ateneo lead is now down to 6 again. 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Rich Alvarez to Wesley Gonzalez. Gonzalez against Don Aliado. He'll try the shot from the outside. Ayaw pa rin. Red Ritualo with the rebound. And Cardona up ahead is fouled by L.A. Tenorio. Preemptive foul there by Tenorio. And Cardona would have to settle for the 2 free throws. Meanwhile, we've got a substitution here for LaSalle. Mark Talan coming in from Red Ritualo. And 7:54 remaining.
Mahaba pa ang laro. Pero maganda naman itong laro. Ayun, LaSalle. That was a bad miss because they need all of those points to come back. Villanueva has come back into the ballgame. Rich Alvarez has also come back, replacing si Jake Chia. Talagang seryoso si Chot Reyes manalo rito.
Aba, ganun din naman si Henry.
Oo. He's got the right people right now. He has the right personnel. He has Cortez, Wilson, Cardona, Mark Telan, and Don Aliado. That's a nice pass.
Enrico Villanueva.
Masyadong buena si Rico. You could see that ball slip out of his hands. Sasabihin mo hindi na papasok yun. Kaya kalahin mo pumasok, natawa pa kay Coach Shing.
Nagtawa na sila dalawa ng
kasi alam niya, Coach, hindi mo pa kaya itirang yun. Huwag pa nakakamimbulahin pa.
Oy! Cardona ran into trouble there. Willie Wilson. Oh, drop pass to Don Aliado for the easy 2.
Magandang, ito na. You can see it's picking up. 7 minutes and 24 seconds left here. LaSalle made a comeback in the Legends to win that ball game by 4 points. If they do the same again here.
Well, it was fun to watch, you know, stars from the 60s and the 70s really fighting it out, you know.
Yeah, 60s, 70s, 80s yun eh. Tatlong grupo yun.
Of course, nung huli, sina Jojo Lastimosa for Ateneo, also shown in that ball game.
That was the 4th personal foul of Don Aliado. That's going to hurt LaSalle, so he's got to lay off. No? They want to go to Enrico.
Here's Larry for the share. Jumper is good, the floater by Larry for the share. Nakakailan ito?
Marami.
Nabukal na ginawa.
25. Yung budget niya at saka yung budget ni Wesley, kinuha na rin niya. Wesley, total 1 point.
Akin na, oh.
Sali ka na sa akin, sumama ka na sa akin dito.
Sumakay ka na lang. Inside, Bartalan. Fouled by Rico Villanueva.
Well, he held him down.
Yeah.
He held him down and he never hit him on the head. So,
Yeah.
siniguro niya na hindi babagsak na masama dahil
That's
kumagat siya sa peg.
Hinawakan nyo na lang para maalalayan.
Para siyang agila talaga doon. Lumilipad ka agad.
Soaring high.
Hindi naman siya pinansin ni Mark. And Mark didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Mark's also a tough cookie. 5 points and 6 rebounds.
By the way, we were talking about that Legends game. Yung unang game natin, mga kaibigan, featured the stars from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Ang starring doon sa second half, si Jong Wichico.
Jong Chico, coach ng
Wow.
Celtic. Hindi, magaling talaga maglaro si Jong.
Oo.
And Jong is
Saka yung kamay.
in top shape.
Yeah.
At the same time, he's so serious about his game.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays it with like the way he coaches.
Yeah.
Actually,
All business.
he plays more intense than he coaches for me. Kaibigan ko yan. Kaya nag-cover din the 84 na 82 youth dito.
Yung sa national team.
Nanalo tayo doon. We
Oo.
beat China.
That's right.
He was a member of that team.
Larry for a share. Missing that one.
That's a loose ball foul.
Yes.
And that's right. The referees are making those kind of calls. It will be a 5-point lead now with plenty of time left in this ball game.
Third personal on Enrico Villanueva. Mike Cortez bringing it up para sa LaSalle. Led by Olsen Racela.
Pricing Cortez didn't give that ball to Cardona. Cardona had come off a double screen and he was ready to go. That ball is almost wiped out.
Ayun na si Cardona. 3-point shot by Mark Cortez short. Mike Talan got the rebound and Rich Alvarez right under him. And Rich Alvarez will be called for the foul.
Tama ka, Ed. Mark Telan is 6'6". No?
Yeah.
Alam mo naman, mahahaba pa kamay niya. So ito na, LaSalle coming back. They're just down by 5. Telan went to the free throw line earlier. He made both.
Mark Talan playing for De La Salle. And you know, the crowd has not dwindled a bit, even as we go into the late hours of the night.
Late na ba? Oo nga, no, late na ba?
2 shots from the free throw line for Mark Talan. Again, closes the gap to only 3. And 73 to 70.
This has been the closest LaSalle has been to that lead of Ateneo here in the
That's correct.
second half. After that incident.
Rico Villanueva against Don Aliado. Nilabas kay Larry para share back again to Rico Villanueva. Para share to Gonzalez. That was too hard to pass.
Patay
And
natin
LaSalle
ito,
is
sir.
running. Back Cardona puts it up. Yes!
That those two C's, when they combine on a fast break on a 2-on-1, you know you're in trouble. And Ateneo is now feeling the anguish of not having enough players to use. Medyo pagod na eh.
That's right.
And Gonzalez has extended minutes despite the fact that he has played badly. No?
Rico Villanueva taps a pass to Larry para share. He hits the 3-point shot.
Kala ko nga, hindi na ilalabas ito. Ito, 28 pa. Sabi ko nga, pati kay Wesley, kinuha na nga niya. Sumakay ka na rin muna, hati tayo dito.
Yung boundary ni Wesley, kinarga na rin niya. Alam mo kanina, nakikita ko yung kaibigan natin si Herbie Aquino.
Nakita ko rin. Nandun nakatayo doon. Ayun, nandun.
Kanina nag-iinat-inat na, lumakita niya lumalapit na yung Lasal. When that shot by Larry Perez went in, biglang napatalo eh. Ito, makikita natin mga kaibigan, this replay, that 3-point shot by Larry Perez brought to you by Pure Foods Chunky Corned Beef. I-chunky check mo ang corned beef mo.
Ang problema dito ng Ateneo, they are already in the penalty. That's why that ball away from the play was a foul on Ritualo. He's at the free throw line. Wesley Gonzalez is taken out. I think this is a good move on the part of Coach Reyes. Medyo malas rin si Wesley. Might as well use 2-point guards, but both of them can shoot from the outside. Even though they're smaller, Racela and L.A. Tenorio. But both of them can shoot from the outside.
Redwood Ritualo takes care of the 2 free throws. Cuts the lead of Ateneo down to 2 at 76-74. 5-11 remaining in the ball game.
And LaSalle has been making the free throws when it has counted. Here in the fourth quarter, they've made their free throws.
L.A. Tenorio. Hey! Miscommunication with Rico Villanueva. And here comes back Cardona, challenging Tenorio. The jump pass almost stolen by Rich Alvarez, but recovered by Mike Cortez. Cortez Oh, nakita si Telan sa ilalim. And it is a tied ball game at 76 with 4:45 remaining in the ball game.
Nakita mo yung fans ng Lasal, nagtatalunan na. Ito na
Oo.
kami. Ayan na.
And the Ateneo side, it's stalwart teams.
For that matter, any school.
Yeah.
Any league, NCAA, UAP, any school. Magagaling, ang gagaling ng cheerleaders niya.
Ay, talaga.
Magaganda, magagaling. Oh, nice play.
Oh,
Buenas talaga ni Rico ngayong araw.
One-handed shot by Rico Villanueva goes in.
But that was set up by Larry Fonasher.
That's right.
Understanding the pick and roll and the sliding in of Rico Villanueva. He has a chance for a three-point play. This point could be big. Because he's 6 out of 9 from the free throw line. He's 7 out of 10 now.
Pretty high for Rico Villanueva, no? 70% free throw shooting in this game. And now, Ateneo again with a three-point lead at 79-76. Don Aliado looking inside. Kicks it out to Mike Cortez.
Ateneo can only play some side of defense because they're in the penalty.
Boy, the
Oh,
pass
that's
to Mike Talan picked off, but it went outside in favor of LaSalle.
Well, hindi nagkaintindihan doon.
Oh, dalawa tatlo sila. Nag-aagawan ng
Coach
bola.
Yeng is calling a timeout.
Yes, just a 30-second timeout called here by Coach Yeng Giao of De La Salle. Of, tensions rising even further. So ngayon, ang natin ang amateur sa Ateneo, si L.A. Tenorio, who is already a graduate. And here, we were just talking about it, L.A. Tenorio gets Renren Ritocalo to come up with an offensive foul.
That's very clear. It happened in front of me.
Yeah.
Red stretch out his right hand to get good position to be able to take off a shot. So, ang na-apekto sa Ateneo, si Kramer, si Intal,
Mayroff.
at saka si Japet Aguilar.
At Japet Aguilar, I'm sorry.
Dito sa Lasal, si
yan.
Maya
Hopper at saka si...
Well, si Yo, thrown out eh. So, talaga din na siya makakalaro.
That's right. Here's L.A. Tenorio on the left of the key. Lumalabas si Larry Fonasher, and Tenorio gets away. Left-handed layup doesn't go, however, and Aliado with the rebound. Out to Mike Cortez.
3 minutes and 47 seconds left.
Cortez looking around, sees Don Aliado. Aliado, good fake. Gets away. Ay! Ooh! Ang lakas ng bagsak na yun. A bad fall.
Hindi, pero wala. Gulat ako dun, ha? No, be very careful in picking him up. He's okay.
Yeah. Well, he fell with a loud thud.
Look at this play again. This is his teammate in the Pro League, so he got him, because he fakes him off. Then he
lost his balance.
He lost his balance.
But actually, he was able to cushion his fall with his hands. Pero masakit pa rin yan.
Ewan ko ito kung nag-aarte siyang matanda na siya. Pero bata pa yan si Don.
3:37 to go. Ateneo on top by 3. 2 shots here for Don Aliado. Oh.
Like I said, Lasal has been doing well in his free throws in the fourth quarter. But this one obviously is stung by that fall. Nagmintis dito si Don. Maybe a good time to give him a massage.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd welcome it. But he wants to play.
I was very vocal at that during our halftime interview with him, just before they went into the locker room.
Yeah, Rich Alvarez at the backcourt. The pass to Larry Fonasher. Fumbles it out to Rosella. 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Also Rosella looking at Rico Villanueva against Aliado. Jumps the pass to Tenorio, and he steps on the base. It's a sideline.
Alam mo, when you're a player, I've watched that so much, time and time again. You want to take a three-point shot. When you spot up, you better make sure that your foot, if you're in the corner, is not on that end line.
Yeah, well, you can't, be looking. But he said, talagang you have to depend on your reflexes, no? Oh, near steal. Picked up by Cortez. Zip shot by Mike Cortez. Licks the bell.
That's a two-point shot. So tabla na tayo, 79 all again.
That's right. 2 minutes and 54 to go.
Mac Macardona knows this game. He likes to put a lot of pressure because he has hands that are long.
Rico Villanueva and Don Aliado, that has been the matchup. One-hander by Rico, not that time. Aliado gets the rebound. Oh, Somebody has to come to the ball.
Aliado is hurt. He's not coming back. His back is obviously hurt.
Oh.
He had to jump to get that rebound.
Aliado is still limping. Here's Cortez inside. That's going to be short. Mark Telan. Teka muna.
If that's a foul on Olsen Rosella, they're in penalty. Mark Telan will go to the free throw line. Yes, it's a foul on Rosella, and they'll go to a penalty. We'll send Mark Telan to the free throw line. Ateneo beginning to collapse here because they just are out of gas.
Yeah.
Medyo pagod na eh.
Well, Don Aliado indicates that he's okay. He wants to stay on. This is sinabi ni assistant coach Gio Manilla.
Masakit na.
Oh, he's still holding on to that back, and he's grimacing, but he doesn't want to be replaced. Meanwhile, Wesley Gonzalez is back for L.A. Tenorio.
Na hindi mo pwede yan. It's after the first shot has been taken.
Yeah. So, re-recall muna yung substitution na yan. But instead, we can still go either way. We're tied.
We need a spectacular play from a player now, from whatever team.
Rich Alvarez tries a three-point shot. Wesley Gonzalez with the offensive board.
Well, he has not been able to score.
Yeah, but
He has rebounded.
That was a good rebound by Wesley Gonzalez. Less than 2 minutes to go. Here's Larry Pinasher. Loses it to Mike Cortez. Cortez into the front court. And draws the foul. Penalty na yan, di ba?
That's right. Ateneo has been penalty early here in the fourth quarter. That has hurt them because LaSalle has taken a lot of free throw shots here in the fourth quarter.
Although, like in the last two instances, para kay Mark Telan, he missed both.
Pero ito mas matibay ang
Si
pulso.
Mike
nito.
Cortez, yes.
Well, of course, you can't say about free throw shooting. It's not.
So far, doing 100%.
It's the hardest easy shot in the world.
Just like putting in golf.
Kay malapit, kay malayo. Pero
Yeah.
when there are days, 20-footers look like lalaki ng butas. Harapan niya.
And two free throws by Mike Cortez puts LaSalle on top by 2 at 8. Ngayon na po sila nakalabang dito sa second half. A minute and 45 to go. Rich Alvarez off to Wesley Gonzalez right of the key. Enrico Villanueva puesto against Jun Lipot. And they get it over to Enrico Villanueva finally. Villanueva making his move, double teamed. Gets it over to Olsen Rosella. The kick out to Villanueva. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Twisting shot by Enrico Villanueva. It's no good, but he draws the foul against from Mac Cardona.
Well, he's got to make free throw shots now, under pressure. With a minute and 27 seconds left, LaSalle is up on top by 2. Rico has 23 points, 10 rebounds. He's 7 out of 10 from the free throw, which is pretty good. But these are two big ones right now. You can throw away statistics here. And you can see that this is where he begins to falter.
Remember, in the first game with the legends of Ateneo and LaSalle crawled back. In that game, come from behind victory by De La Salle legend 63-59.
Well, just a 1-point game right now. Mike Cortez calling the play for LaSalle. Minute and 22. Both coaches still got timeouts. Ateneo is in the penalty, though. They cannot give up fouls. That has hurt them here.
Jun Lipot loses it. That is Pinasher with the steal. Here's Olsen Rosella. Back to Pinasher. Pinasher gets away.
There was a foul there by Renred Vituardo.
Yeah.
But I don't think LaSalle is in the penalty. Or are they?
They are, yes.
They're also in the penalty now.
So that'll be 2 shots for Larry Pinasher. With a minute and 5 seconds to go. Again, if you just tuned in, we actually had a 45-minute lull, and that's just my estimate. But it was pretty long because of an incident. There was an elbow, there was a punch, there was a ball thrown. That was in the early going of the third quarter that involved Enrico Villanueva. Joseph Yo has been ejected from the game. And this guy, Larry Pinasher, who now puts Ateneo back on top by 1 at 82-81.
30 points in the ball game, 9 rebounds. He just had a steal earlier. Couple of assists for Larry Pinasher. Good game here.
As I said, Enrico Villanueva and Larry Pinasher have certainly set the tone here for the Ateneo game. Red Ritualo puts it up.
And he heard the whistle on Wesley Gonzalez and Renlin wisely threw that. Baka pumasok, magkaroon siya ng N1. But here, he will go to the free throw line for two free throws.
Marco's a grizzled veteran already, although he is pretty young in the professional ranks.
Very hard to stop because he has a great outside shot. And medyo marunong rin siya mag-dribble, so he can really slash to the basket or force you to commit contact with him with all his fakes. Really not have a good scoring night, but you know he can shoot free throws, and this is where it counts in the end game. Tabla tayo, 82. 49.5 seconds left in this ball game.
And Renren Ritualo puts LaSalle on top by 1 again with 49.5 seconds remaining.
No, Austin Rosell has not been a factor in scoring at all in this game.
That's right, but he has been quarterbacking para sa Ateneo.
No timeouts are being called here for Ateneo.
Rosell gets it over to Wesley Gonzalez, three-point shot. Voila! Tipped in by Rich Alvarez. And snaring the rebound is Mike Cortez for De La Salle, and a foul is going to be called. Ooh.
They're in the penalty. That'll mean free throws. But that's immaterial because that's still a one-game possession even if Mike Cortez makes both free throws.
That's right. If he does make the two free throws, then that'll be a three-point lead for De La Salle with 30 seconds to go. You see Coach Chot Reyes there. It looks like De La Salle is going.
Wesley Gonzalez hasn't hit the side of the barn tonight.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they're behind, because he had that wide open three-point shot, could have given them a two-point lead, and in the process, in the rebound play, somebody had to foul Cortez. He makes that free throw. 30.3 seconds left. Like I said, even if he makes this, it's just a one-possession game, and there's still a lot of time left in this ball game.
And remember, this is an exhibition game. If should the score be tied, malamang they'll leave it that way.
Sana nga, because I cannot stand my bladder anymore.
Ako nga. Hirap na tayo rito. All right, here's Olsen Rosella. Ahead of to Larry Panachera. Back to Rosella at the corner. Rosella gets away. Rich Alvarez touch passing here. Wesley Gonzalez.
He hits a three-point shot at the right time, at the right place. Pero ayaw rin tumira ni Rich, ibinigay sa kanya.
Rosella was not about to take the shot, but they swung it over to the guy who's been willing to take the shot all night. All right, and what a time for it to come for him, to drop for him. So it is 85-50. Jose Rosella, he had an open shot, getting to Rich Alvarez and Wesley Gonzalez.
Kung kailan mahirap.
Three-point shot brought to you by Purefood's Chunky Corned Beef. I-chunky check mo ang corned beef mo. Sabi nga natin, Dr. J, kanina pa nagtititira yan, wala pumapasok.
He was 0 out of 8 or 0 out of 9 before that. That was his first point from a field goal. No? The other point coming from a free throw shot earlier.
But, well, we all know that Wesley Gonzalez is a shooter.
Okay.
But medyo inalat siya the entire game. But as we said, what a time for it to drop for him. And they certainly, the Ateneo team is certainly very thankful for that. We haven't gotten the confirmation, Dr. J, but normally, yung mga exhibition games, pag nag-stand-off o pag nagtabla, tabla na.
Oh.
Di ba?
Tabla na.
Okay.
Pero PBA rules ito.
Well, you have a point there.
Yeah.
You have a point there.
Nag-timeout sila. Tabla na.
Okay.
Pero PBA rules ito.
Well, you have a point there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nag-timeout sila, timeout muna rin ako dahil talaga hindi ko na matitiis ito. Although ang ganda nitong larong ito, ayaw ko na iwanan ito, no?
Oo, pero sige, I'll let you go kung sakasakaling ang...
Alam mo dito, nakakatawa dito. LaSalle has great opportunities to win here. 15 seconds, some last lights there. They have possession. Ateneo is in the penalty. LaSalle has nothing to lose here as long as they can get a good inbound and they don't make a turnover. So, all they have to do is hold on to the ball, probably play pick and roll with Cortez and Jun Limpot at the end, and Ritualo coming off a pick. But they just have to hold on the ball. Nagulat nga ako ba't si Cortez ang tutroy? Dahil si Cortez dapat na mag-receive nito. Hindi naman sila titira eh.
That's right.
Ang plano nila, humawak muna ng bola. Ayun.
They get it over to Mark Telan.
There you see the first pick there for Ritualo.
Oops.
Ayan na sila sa ball. Alam mo pare, nakakagulat ako bakit hindi si Cortez ang tumanggap. Because they don't need to shoot eh. Yet, all they have to do was hold on to the ball first.
Ayan, with 9.3 seconds remaining, We're going to have a timeout called by Ateneo. They will have a standoff at 85 all. At Ateneo will have possession. Earlier on, with 15 seconds to go, LaSalle inbounded, but lost possession as Renren Ritualo fumbled and was hemmed in at the sideline. You see Coach Chot Reyes there designing a play for his team in the last 9.3 seconds.
Well, if I were him, I mean, Enrico and Fona should have been hit the whole night. Even though Wesley hit that shot, remember, that's his first made out of 9 attempts. But you go to Enrico at the post, and then you hope that they double team or they foul him. If not, if they don't double team, then you want him to kick out the ball to Larry Fonasher, because he's been shooting it well.
Settled
or
the
even
issue.
Austin Rosella. You know, he may not have scored the whole night, but you keep him more open shot, Austin is going to bury.
All right, Rico Villanueva will inbound. Coming out is Larry Fonasher, and so is Austin Rosella.
They're going to hold on to the ball. They're not going to give LaSalle an opportunity. Talo tayo dito.
Rico Villanueva will take the three-point shot. That's it! Rico Villanueva with 10 seconds to go.
LaSalle has a 30-second timeout. They can call it.
Yes, and
LaSalle has a 30-second timeout.
that was a three-point shot.
Yeah.
88-85, and Yegiao says no more timeout. Don't call a timeout. And Renren Ritualo is unable to make that shot.
I didn't think he wanted an overtime game.
I don't think so. Well,
Enrico Villanueva making a three-point shot to win the game.
You'll never think it. But that's what happened, folks. Enrico Villanueva has been at it all night, and that was a fitting end to what Rico Villanueva has done all evening for the Ateneo Blue Eagle All-Stars in the Ateneo LaSalle Dream Games. Second game won by Ateneo, 88-85. That evens it up because LaSalle won the Legends game, 63-59.
Tsaka matagal na hindi tinatalo natin si LaSalle.
So, at least for the evening, that evens it up. And, well, we had a lot of fun. The people, the live audience had a lot of fun. I'm sure the television audience did too. Although we did have a sour note. That incident happened between Villanueva and Joseph Yo. But that's over and done with, and let's leave the authorities to deal with that, the officials. And, well, I believe we're going to have some awardings.